A superfit teenage gymnast died just 6 hours after suffering from suspected flu symptoms which turned out to be deadly sepsis. Identical twin Lucy Ellis, 16, was rushed to hospital after going to the GP, but after just an hour doctors told her family she wouldn't survive. Lucy's family were told, "It is highly likely that Lucy will die," and her twin Sophie fainted at the tragic news. Sister Sophie said, "Lucy was such a beautiful young lady, but as she was my identical twin I knew she beautiful in every way. I will always love my twin. We were born together, and even though we are not dying together I will carry my life on like she would want me to. I will do her proud." Lucy left with her sister Sophie, who fainted when she heard the news that her twin wouldn't survive. Image, Wales News Service. Lucy was given antibiotics, blood tests, x-rays and a CT scan which showed fluid around her heart, and experts diagnosed her with sepsis. Lucy died later that day after having to wait more than 2 hours for specialist treatment, with an expert team needing to be flown 150 miles from another hospital in London to the unit in Newport, South Wales. Her dad, Neil Ellis, 45, said, "It all really went downhill in the space of 6 hours when it went from just simple cold, flu symptoms to what we now know was sepsis." After a weekend of cold, flu-like symptoms, a doctor's visit on Monday morning referred her to the hospital immediately as there was no observations pointing to any prognosis. Lucy, who dreamed of becoming a doctor, was a talented gymnast who represented Wales, and her family are calling for specialist blood filtering equipment to be available to hospitals across the country. Sophie fainted when she heard the tragic news that her sister would not survive. Image, Wales News Service. Lucy had represented Wales as a gymnast. Image, Wales News Service. Specialist machinery had to be flown from London to Wales, but it arrived too late to help Lucy. Image, Wales News Service. The Royal Gwent Hospital in Newport had to call on the Royal Brompton Hospital in London to get the specialist machinery flown to Wales. They have set up the Lucy Ellis Foundation in memory of Lucy, who died last month, to make more ECMO machines available and raise awareness of sepsis and its symptoms. Neil said, "Lucy was a special girl that has touched many people's lives in the short time of her life. She was the most athletic person I knew, and seeing her progress was amazing. I'll never forget a conversation we had at an international gymnastics competition in Turin last year. She said she wanted to leave this life knowing she had made a difference. Little did she and the family know this difference would be in her death." Lucy dreamed of becoming a doctor. Image, Wales News Service. Her family have set up Lucy Ellis Foundation in memory of Lucy, who died last month, to make more ECMO machines available and raise awareness of sepsis and its symptoms. Image, Wales News Service. Sophie said she will do her sister proud. Image, Wales News Service. Having to wait 2 hours for a specialist team and equipment is just not acceptable. Teams currently have to travel from these different centres in England to provide portable specialised treatment with ECMO, at great expense, to be transferred to these centres in England, which can take hours. "I personally feel Wales should have an ECMO facility in Cardiff, irrespective of how big a population is required to justify it. How can you put a price on any life? Having one in Wales will prevent significant delay and in my opinion save lives," a Welsh government spokesperson said. Wales's efforts to improve the prevention, diagnosis and early treatment of sepsis have received international recognition. We're the first country in the world to implement a system to ensure early escalation of patients seen to be deteriorating, and recent figures suggest the mortality figures associated with sepsis have decreased. Her dad said Cardiff should have its own ECMO facility. Image, Wales News Service. Welsh patients receive ECMO treatment at Glenfield, Leicester, one of only 4 highly specialised centres in the UK providing ECMO for adults. Currently there are not enough patients in Wales requiring ECMO per year to make a centre in Wales practicable. In a tribute, Welsh Gymnastics said, "Lucy's dedication to the sport was second to none and she was a true professional. She made some very close friendships whilst taking part in a sport that she loved.